No, moon landing. No, that's Capricorn 1. The moon landing was real, but Capricorn 1 was a movie. Yeah, okay. Anyway, hey, welcome to Book Mob, episode 97, I think it is. Another short one today, because I am talking about books that are well worth reading. And this next novel, I think published in 1995 from the French, translated. It's such a great novel. It can be read very quickly. It's, it's only 188 pages, but it's powerful. It's really, really, it's, if you ever read Cormac, McCarthy's The Road, it's got that sense of loss, that sense of disillusion, that atmosphere of dread and meaninglessness and pointlessness. And I think books that can convey, they can tell a story about the human condition using an idea of nothingness. It's such a good novel. This novel should be read by young people. I really do believe that. I reckon 15-year-olds and up, they should really, really read this great fucking novel. It's called I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman. What a great book. And again, it's a book that can be read in one sitting or two sittings or over a weekend if you've got the time. Okay, we begin with a space where there are women who are trapped in this sort of existential prison. They are there for, majority of the prisoners remember through anecdotes and some of the sort of peripheral stories, remember a time before the imprisonment. The main character is a child who grows up in this prison, and she is distinctly different from every other prisoner. And suddenly, one day, the guards, who are men, just disappear. And the great thing about this novel is that there's no explanation, there's no context, there's no this is the story about, And then these women, I think it's, how many is it? Obviously the number of women is very important, but I just can't remember if it was 33 or something like that. I really should know that. I've read the novel twice now. Anyway, look, it doesn't matter. So suddenly the women are free. They fortunately manage to escape their sort of hole of imprisonment. They get to the surface. Is it Earth? Who knows? I'm not going to give anything away because it's a fascinating, fascinating story about how these surviving women travel the land in which they find themselves suddenly free. The author, Jacqueline Harpman, provides a very, very boundaries for their survival, which makes sense. The way that food is provided and water and things like that. So you can sort of relax your leap of faith is taken care of very early on in the novel. And it's the journey that these women take towards whatever they're finding out, whatever they're going to see. It's such a good novel. I'd never heard of it. How did I find out about it? I think I was just doing a search for new novels or something like that, and it came up and it just seemed interesting. And then subsequently I learned that this was published in 1995, and it's obviously been re-released. Copyright 1995, and It was first published by Vintage in 2019, but I just got my copy this last couple of weeks. And as the New York Times said, it's a small miracle. A vivid evocation of another world alive with hope and dignity. Well, I wouldn't say hope and dignity. I don't know where they got that from. I just think it's such a interesting and beautifully written, entertaining. I mean, it's entertaining because it's so filled with expectation. Your expectations are just packed. And I think, like I said, the reason I said young people should read it because it will give them a sense of place, a sense of purpose, and a sense of what meaninglessness is. And perhaps, and it's got, I mean, the fact that the prisoners are all women and the guards are all men, in some respects, gives you a clue as to the background of this writer. She had written she became a psychotherapist later on in life, and she did write another book, Orlanda, which I haven't read, and I can't get a copy of. And again, that when I saw that, I went, oh, that's like Orlando. And when I look it up, yep, it does play into Virginia Woolf's own great novel, Orlando. So Jacqueline Harpman really, really scores a home run with this brilliant, fascinating, highly engaging, entertaining novel that is so worth reading. It's the kind of novel, I guess, that should be in English lit classes in high school or college at least. And I just loved it. Couldn't put it down. I read it in, over one night because it was just so fascinating and so captivating. I just wanted to get the full effect of the reading by going through it without stopping. And what a wonderful, I love the cover. The cover says a lot. So, I Who Have Never Known Men. Fantastic piece of literature, and I'm sure will still be read in 100 years from now. Such a great book. It's one of those books that you find every now and again and you go, wow, this book exists, and I could not praise it higher. Brilliant. All right, what else have I done? I just finished the novel Butter by Asako Yuzuki. Tough read. I don't know if it's the Japanese writing or the translation, but I don't know. It just dragged on. It was really hard to finish. 450 pages nearly, pedestrian. It sort of drained my creative spirit, but I went through it because, I started it. It was strong enough to keep me, and by the time I wanted to give up, I went, I'm almost there. I'll keep going. So, not the best book. And I just started reading Anne Rice's The Witching Hour, which is a champion of a book. It's the first part of a trilogy. So well written. I'm into it. I'm only up to page 89, but I read that in 2 sittings. Just brilliant characterization and an interesting story, and a whole lot more to go. And looking forward to reading Time After Time on the Calculation of Volume number 4. And Lisa Wilkins' History of Evelyn, the Titanic story of Evelyn. So I've got a lot of reading to do, and hopefully by the end of the week I'll have all these things covered. So that's it for today's episode of A Book Mob. Please look at this one up. It's worth reading. So far, the best novel of 2026. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week or whenever I can make another episode. And remember, keep reading. Buy books, read books, steal books, borrow books. Make a library, make your own library. Enjoy reading. Reading is great. Buy books. Feel them, put notes, dates, times. It's like a mini memoir for your own life. You can pick up a book and see, I wrote this and read this at this time of this day. Anyway, thanks for joining, and I'll see you soon. Bye.